Hey, what's going on everybody? Suro here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to be playing some Core Keeper, and this is going to be our beginner guide, and it's not going to be a guide that is just going to overwhelm you with information. We are going to start from literally here at the title screen and work our way up to Glurch, the first boss in the game, and I'm just going to explain a bunch of tips and tricks as we progress throughout this. So I hope this video helps you out a lot. If it does, help me out by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's just get into it. I hope to break this down as easy as I can. If you've never played Core Keeper, this should definitely help you. So we're gonna go ahead and hit start game, and we're gonna start a brand new world. So a world name, I'm just gonna type in Suro, and then you can pick whatever icon you want here. Now, we have a couple game modes here. We got standard, which is, in my opinion, the best way to play. And then there's hard mode. It's just gonna be tough for monsters, but you do get a lot of really great rewards. Creative mode, and then there's casual. So this may be something you're interested in, at least, you know, just to get a feel for the game. But I'm gonna go standard, and then world seed, we are going to make up our own. So we're also just going to type in Suro as a world seed. So if you want to play the exact same world I'm playing in this video, that way you can follow along. Just type in that world seed right there. And then, yeah, let's just do done right here. So we're going to do a brand new character. And then we could do standard or hardcore. Hardcore, you die, you're done. So I don't recommend that. So we're going to do standard. Let me go ahead and create my character here. Alrighty, now that I have my character created, we can choose our background. So on the right, you'll see you'll have Explorer. This will say +3 running skill, a small lantern, and 3 food rations. The background doesn't really matter. It only matters like the first hour of play, because you'll always be able to get the amount of mining skill you want after just a little bit of playing. So if you choose miner, it's going to give you an extra buff on mining skill, but that just gives you extra points that you're going to get anyway. So you really want to choose, do you want to start with like a copper pickaxe and some food rations, maybe a copper sword and food rations on this, a cooking pot, 8 mushrooms. So for me, I'm just gonna do let's just do a fighter, so we get a copper sword right off the bat. You could also do, I think the mining would be really great as well. So actually, yeah, let's do miner. So we're gonna go ahead and load in, and we have a little cutscene, very short cutscene. Now when you first spawn in, you're gonna have nothing to your name, but don't worry, by the end of this guide, you're gonna be able to take on some other bosses. So you are part of a group of explorers making your way through the forest. And this game does have like a couple cutscenes, one here at the beginning and the one when you actually end up beating the game. So there's a small amount of story there. I'll leave you to watch that cutscene. We are going to go ahead and load into this world. Hopefully it's a good world. I mean, we did randomly generate one that I don't think anybody has ever used before. So I'm excited to see how this world is going to be. All right, here we are. We're all loaded in. As you see, we have this thing here, which is the core. This thing's gonna pretty much give you some information. And it says it looks like it needs some energy. So we're gonna go in and just hit this stuff. And this is wood. So we're gonna go in and gather up some wood. At the bottom left, you're gonna see all your new items that you end up getting. And then there's different rarities to the items. So it'll pop up in like green text if it's like a common item, you know, gold if it's a legendary. So right off the bat at the menus, we have health. We have 100 out of 100. You can progress this and make it even higher and increase it. We got food. Right now we're at 70 out of 100. You got your map over on this side. And then you have your hot bar down here at the bottom. So we want to hover over our pickaxe and use that to mine the walls. But we don't want to use our pickaxe to get the wood, because there is durability in this game. You can see that by the green bar down there. So we don't want to use it just yet. So we're going to go ahead and hit a couple of these. And then if you're on PC, which I'm playing, we're going to hit tab and make some of these torches. So let's go ahead and place them down. You can put them on the ground, or you can go up to a wall and place them on the side of the wall as well. So we're gonna go ahead and light up the beginner room, just so we can actually see some things. And then let's slap one right there. And then we're gonna go ahead and gather up the rest of this wood real quick. All right, let's get the last bit of the wood. There are some mushrooms right here, which you can use for some food. Now, this is new to the 1.0 update. Whenever you get this power up, you're gonna have a teleporter here. You can use this to teleport to different parts of the map. So what we're looking at is we have the core and we have 3 boss statues. So we're gonna have to defeat Gorm, the Devourer, and put his artifact right here, and it's gonna unlock 3 things. And then we have the first boss right here, which is Glurch the Abominous Mass. And then we're going to have this one right here, Malugaz the Corrupted. Once we do all 3 of these, we're going to be able to take it down this wall. So we need to start expanding. This is our base area right here, and the world goes on for a very long way. I recommend always trying to get some water first. Luckily, we can see some water over on this side, so I'm going to go ahead and break that. And then let's slap a torch down. So that was actually very, very easy. Now that we have access to water, we can dig out a little area to start doing some gardening. So let me go ahead and break a small area, make some room so we can get a garden started. I do recommend getting a garden because you are going to need food. Otherwise, you're just not going to make it very far. And as we're mining, we see something really cool over here. So this thing right here is definitely going to have some loot for us. As you see, we just got +1. So we actually increased our mining skill. And if you look over here, you can click on this tab here, which is skills, and then go down to mining. So every 5 points we get, we're going to get 1 actual point to put into a slot. So we're at 4 right now. Once we get to 5, we're going to get a point, and then we can unlock this one, which is efficient excavation. So it will give us +2% mining damage. And you could put 5 points into this one slot, or you can progress your way down and put 5 slots in all of them. So this is where you can get different builds within the game. You also have your running skill. You got your melee combat, range, summoning. If you want to be a mage, you can have magic over here, your gardening. And these are just going to give you some crazy buffs. So keep an eye on the skill tab. And then this 1, 2, and 3 is just your different loadouts you can have. So maybe you want one for like mining, a mining build. Maybe you want one for combat. Maybe you want one for like a mage build or something like that. Click on this tab over here to get your total stats, your max health, and you'll have a lot of stats by the end of the game. And then you have your necklace slot. You got your armor. You have your 2 rings. These are going to buff a lot of stuff within the game. You have your offhand slot, which could be, well, you'll see later on. And then you have a pet slot. You can get little companions to help you fight. A bag slot, which is going to increase how much inventory space you have, and a lantern, which is going to increase how much light you produce. That way you're not always in the dark over here. So let's go back to our crafting menu. We want to craft the basic workbench. It just takes 8 wood, and we're going to place that down, and that starts our progression within the game to unlock more stuff. So we're going to place it down and then use it and access it to get other stuff. So here we go. We got the wooden sword. We got a hoe, which we need for our garden. And then we need a watering can, but we need 4 copper bars. So we're going to have to hold off on that. And we need a furnace. So we need 20 dirt blocks. We have 18 right now. All we have to do is get 2 more. And then we can unlock the furnace to start smelting ores. There we go. So we got our furnace. Let's place that down. And we're going to put it down. We're just going to put it down right here. Now, how do we find copper ore? Let's look for some sparkles within the wall. So these sparkles over here is most likely going to be copper. I mean, it is going to be. So let's make our way over there. And then if you hold shift down, you can actually pull out your torch for a second if you would like to do that. But it is going to take your pickaxe away. Or you can just go and place down a torch. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Well, let's make our way up here. We're going to grab some of this. We also found another little scene, another area. And it looks like there might be something really good over there because there's a little X. You'll find a bunch of just unique scenes, unique areas within the game. And if you see an X, most likely you should pick it, go ahead and dig it up. We can use our shovel or our hoe. I'm going to use my hoe for this. Let's see if we get an item. All right, we just got a bomb pepper seed, which is nice. We do want that, but I was hoping for a piece of equipment. There's little pots. You can break those. We didn't get anything out of that, unfortunately. And then let's get this last piece of copper ore so we can start making some copper bars. There we go. We got it. We're going to head back now. We got +1 running, and we also leveled up our mining skills. So let's put this in here. There we go. And now we're going to put our first point into mining. We're going to unlock this one. So there we go. Now our mining is at 2% mining damage. And then the next one is going to be plus 4%. You're going to need to increase your mining through equipment and skills and stuff to break different types of walls as you progress through the game. Now let's go ahead and break this because it looks like there's going to be lots of really good stuff here. It looks like we may have actually gotten a really good seed, which is cool. So break this. We got 10 ore already, which is the next upgrade. We got ancient gemstone. We got scrap parts. Let's break all of these pots. These pots have like really good stuff. We got mechanical parts we'll need for crafting later. A broken core idol. Iron ore already. Dang. All right. We're like really getting some good stuff. Let me go ahead and gather up everything. Crystal skull shard, fiber. And this is the exciting thing about Core Keeper is you're always coming across just really, really cool stuff. Lots of loot. There's just lots to uncover. And that looks like that's about it. This is just, there's no loot here. This thing you could break. I think you can use it for decoration if you want. Let me go ahead and get this ancient gemstones. You are going to need those. And that's another little scene found. So we can keep breaking walls and get some more copper. So all I'm gonna do is keep making my way through, and I'm gonna gather these little sparkles to get some copper ore. It looks like this right here is gonna be some explosives. If you hit it, just make sure you back up. These are actually very handy because they take out a good portion of the wall and also give you a lot of just stuff. So let me go ahead and make some more torches. There we go. That way we can actually see through here. Pick up all these copper, gemstone. Look at that. That was super lucky. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this seed is definitely a win. Let me go ahead and break the rest of this. Oh, we got our first item. Let's freaking go. Okay, so we got the Ring of Stone. The item level, I think the item levels go up to like 19. So it's a level 3 item. It's plus 14 mining damage. That's going to allow us to mine through walls faster and higher like tiered walls. So we're definitely going to put that on. That way we can break through this stuff faster. Obviously mining, as you see, we're mining a lot faster now just with that one ring. If we got another ring like that, that's going to be awesome. So let's keep making our way down here. And it looks like we found a new biome, which is the meadow. All right. This is where you can get like little farm animals. So we're going to switch off of our pickaxe and break these little wooden crates and hopefully get something cool. We got a simple staff. All right, we got another item. So now we have something to defend ourselves with. We have a little staff here. So if in case we come across a mob, this is going to protect us. Let me go ahead and break this. We got a peasant hat. We got our first piece of armor set. Okay. Peasant hat going on. That gives us plus 2 armor and plus 2% dodge chance. So we might not take some damage if we end up getting hit. Let's go and break everything else. This is just some decorations. Oh, we got a Tome of Dark. All right. We're getting super lucky here. Look at this. Now we have a mana bar up here. 100 out of 100. This is a level 2 item. It costs 36 mana, a 1-second cooldown, summon a ranged bat minion, and it has 33 to 39 rain damage, but it only lasts for 30 seconds. So now we can activate this and then switch to our staff and check us out. We've already made some massive upgrades. Now we can't get farm animals. We're going to wait to get that a little bit later though. Let's go and grab everything else. Oh snap, we are in the money now. Look at all the cool stuff we're coming across. Here's our first enemy. So it's a little mushroom. And he's not the best. He's not too difficult to fight. So he's kind of just going to dash towards us. Just make sure you get out of the way. And we took him out pretty easy. I mean, we also had our bat too, so that helps a lot. Oh gosh, look at all of this. Hold up. Let me make sure we can see what we're doing here. All right, we're going to dodge out of the way. And defeated. You definitely want to grab these mushrooms, especially early game, because they're great for some food. Let me gather all this. We got an ear plate. I actually don't know what that is. With the new 1 update, there's actually a lot of new items. So let me see. Oh, it's just a valuable. So those are just little collectibles that you can have. They don't really do anything for you, but there are tons of collectible like statues and stuff that you are going to want. There's trading in the game. You can trade with other players, which is really nice. And then we got another enemy here. Let's summon our little bat. Let's see how he's gonna do. Okay, bat's pretty cool. The bat's pretty cool. And then let's get this copper. So copper is definitely something that we're gonna want. Okay, here we go. We got some more wood. I actually want to get this. We might have to start heading back now just because, yeah, we're out of space. So I don't really want to get rid of anything right now, but we do need food. So we started off with food rations. I'm just going to eat those. And food will give you buffs in this game, and we'll touch on that a lot more later on. So let's start heading back just because our inventory is full. Going back to the furnace, and we are going to put copper in here. If you're on mouse and keyboard, hold down shift and left mouse to put this whole stack in here instantly, and then hold shift and right click on your mouse to split your stack. So that's just a little tip that should help you out a lot. And then if you want to quickly delete stuff in your inventory, so you can delete stuff by clicking here and then hit delete. But if you are on PC, you can just hover over, hit the delete button, and then delete button again to trash it. So that's how you can clear out your inventory very quickly, but we don't want to do that. So we have a couple of seeds here. I'm going to go ahead and put them in my hot bar, and we are going to plant these. So let me get this down here, and we're going to make a little bit of room down here by the water. So let me clear out this space real quick. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do just like the old-fashioned farming Sims games. We'll do like 3x3 spot, and we could do more. Let's see, we'll place this down, and we're gonna go ahead and do this. This will grow us some crops and some other stuff. We'll do that. Yeah, let's get a second row going real quick. So we'll do these 3 and then 3 more. Slap these down. You could separate them if you want to by type, but here in the beginning, our goal is really just to get them grown. So we'll do that. And then now we need to craft something. So let's go ahead and get our copper up here. And then get our watering can finally. So down here, you'll see that the watering can doesn't have water. So we're going to go over here, right click, and then let's water everything by right clicking as well. Obviously, the ground, the soil will turn to a darker shade if you actually watered it. Gardening in this game doesn't take long, and it doesn't take much effort. It's not one of those games where you have to constantly like maintain it, which is really great. So let's see, what else can we craft now? It looks like since we got 6 copper bars and 8 wood, we can actually make the next tier of workbench. So we're gonna grab the copper workbench, and I'm actually gonna break this wooden one. We're gonna place it down over here because if you put them side by side, they will actually connect to each other. So now I can access the wood one, and then I can also add or access the copper one. Hit this tab over here to go to the wood stuff and the copper stuff. Now we have all kinds of stuff, but let's go back to the wood thing. We need to make a cooking pot. It's 2 wood and 4 copper bars. We're gonna place that down, and I will put my cooking pot right up here next to my smelter. To do cooking in this game, it's super easy. You just get a couple things. We can even do split our stack. We can do mushrooms and more mushrooms. Put 2 mushrooms together, it's going to create a new dish. Anything you grow, you can put them here. You can do the craziest combinations of food, any combination of food, and it'll apply their like joined items. So for example, we have 2.1% plus 2.1 health every second for 20 seconds and plus 9 food, but together we get mushy mushroom soup, which is plus 4.2 and then 20 food. So it's actually a lot better. So we're going to go ahead and get some of that. And now we have food. I want to eat it. It's going to increase my food bar and give us the little buff right here. All your buffs will be underneath your health and stamina bar. All right, now that we got that, I recommend getting the salvage and repair station. It's going to take 5 wood and 5 copper bars. We want to place this down because our pickaxe is actually about to break. I'm just going to slap it right there. And you can place it up here. Like you can do this if you want and salvage, but we don't want to do that. You can also just leave it in your inventory and hit repair. So we can click on that and it repaired it. They also have a reinforce button here. If you hover over, it's going to show what will happen if you reinforce it. So as you see, we're going to get plus 4 on physical damage, plus 6 on mining damage, and it's going to double our durability from 400 to 800, all for 1 copper bar. I want to do that, so I'm going to click on that. And then now we have a better copper pickaxe than we had before. So it has a purple like pink bar now, so that's how we know it's reinforced, and we should be able to mine stuff even faster. Let's see, what else can we craft? This is just for decorating. You can place down floors, fences, and stuff like that. The wooden spike traps, you don't really need it. You can get some of this armor if you would like, but I would recommend not wasting your time on the wood stuff. And let's just switch over here to this stuff. Let's try and get some copper tools. So we already have the copper pickaxe. You can get the copper shovel and the hoe. You can get a fishing rod if you want to fish for food and stuff. You have a small lantern. It's going to take some slime, which you'll have to defeat an enemy. But we really want to work towards like the 10 workbench and also the copper anvil. So that takes 8 bars. We actually want to make that now. So we need some more copper. Let me go mine up some. We went to the right a little bit. This time, I think I'm going to go to the left. So you can go in any direction, really. Looks like we have some pots here we didn't end up breaking. All right, nothing there, sadly, but we do have copper over here. So let me go ahead and mine this up really quickly. Hopefully we'll uncover some cool secrets as well. All right, we got that. Place this down. The sand is a lot easier to break. So if you ever come across sand, it's just like in Minecraft. So that's really great. We have lots and lots of copper here. So this is really awesome. Gonna break that. And you also don't need to use your pickaxe if you want to go a little bit slower. I can even just hit the walls with my torch here. So we're gonna break this. And I see a new area down there. I'm actually curious about that because we also need some new items and some new stuff just to help us take on the boss. I see some gold over there, so that's interesting. Let me make my way over there. Interesting. And again, if you're playing on this seed, you are going to have this stuff in the same location. So I can access this. It's a golden heartberry. It's just some food. So it's actually nothing too crazy, even though it looks like it is. But we do have items here that we can use for food. We forgot to clean out our inventory. Dang. Okay. So I'm actually going to get rid of some of the walls because I would rather have the food than the dirt walls that we've been mining. But we do want these seeds though. So let's see. What else can we get that's not too important? The valuable... Oh, here we go. We need to eat some food anyway. So we're going to use this as an extra slot. Our food slot. We're going to do this. And then we're going to eat this. And then put that back there. There we go. Okay, we're good now. Let's go ahead and pick up all this stuff. And get all this food. Looks like lots of wooden crates and stuff, but we're going to have to come back to that. Now, if you make your base at the beginning, you can almost always find your way back because you know it's right here at the core. So let's start heading back now. To make a chest, you just go to your normal tab here and you can make it. It's like the first thing you can make even before the basic workbench. It just takes 5 wood. So let's go ahead and place this down. Now, a cool little tip is if you place down like your salvage and repair station next to the chest, anything that's like adjacent to it, it'll automatically pull it because you do need the resources to repair either on you or in a chest. So we can just do this. And now we can place all of this stuff in here that we're not using. So I'm going to place all of this. We have an extra staff here. I could keep it if I want, or I could salvage it. I'm just going to salvage it. So I can place it in here and we're going to hit salvage. And I got some salvage like scrap parts from it. So we're going to place all of that. Watering can up here and then place the rest of this stuff there. Alrighty, now we can go back and adventure for some more stuff. This is already done. So these were wood seeds. This will allow you to get extra wood. So I actually don't recommend putting the wood in your garden because it does end up spreading. That way you can get more wood. It's going to spread kind of like these items over here. So actually don't put that in your garden. But this other stuff is definitely good to go. It's just some food. Let's see how our food's doing. It should be done. There we go. We got 12 of those. And let's head back out there. So our goal right now is we're looking for the first boss because we do want to defeat the first boss, and we should actually be able to do that very soon. The boss can be a certain distance from the core. So that's how the bosses work. So it could be in a small circle around here. The first boss could be here, could be over here, could be up here, just barely north of me. It could be down here. It just really depends. So you're exploring to get armor, some new loot, new items, and also find the boss. You'll know when you find the boss because your screen will start shaking. So let's make our way out this way and see if we can find lots of slime. The first boss is a slime boss. So it's going to be very helpful to us. if we can find some slime, because we'll know that we may be near the first boss. Going to feed all these mushrooms. We're really just finding a bunch of mushrooms at this point. So I don't know if the boss is actually over this direction or not. Okay, we actually have a little X. I'm curious what's here. You can dig this stuff out of the ground. Nothing great here. Lots of mushrooms if you want some food. We really need a lantern. Also, here's a lot of slimes. We need some light. We need to get a light source. So this little spiky slime is tougher than the normal one. So they're like a tier 2 slime. So luckily we have a ranged weapon, so we can just shoot them. As long as you stay back from the slime, they really don't bother you. If you stand in the slime goop right here, it's going to make you move slower. So just keep your distance from these. And they do drop slime, which you can use for crafting later on. The spiky ones end up jumping. You just got to back up. All right, there we go. That one's done for. I'm not too worried about them, though. They're really not bad. And if you end up dying, you just spawn back at the core. So you'd have to come back and get your gravestone and get your loot back. Okay, so still don't see any shaking. What's up here? Oh, here we go. This is a new enemy type. Also, we did find the boss. I saw it shaking over here. So let me just quickly defeat this guy. Just let him crash into the wall. And we'll defeat him real quick. Let him break his little stone off his back. As you see, the brute shroom has a lot more health. But he's very easy to take out. Alright. Hopefully we get something good from him. And just keep dodging out of the way. He stuns himself. It always cracks me up. Dang, how much health does this guy have? Sheesh. There we go. We got a witch doctor's hat. That sounds really cool. Let's see. Here it is. A level 3 item plus 7 max health. So our health is at 106. That's going to increase it. Plus 2 armor and plus 1 max minion count. Now, if you get the full set, the witch doctor set, it's going to give you a plus 31.5% minion attack speed. So we just have the hat and that's it. If we get the chest piece and the pants, we're going to get that additional buff right there. So we are going to use that. Let me break all of this stuff here. We got a pet pellet, a wood crossbow, a ranger tunic. So we actually have a chest piece finally, but it's more geared towards a ranged set. It's going to give us additional health though. We're at 108. If I put this on, it moved our health up to 118. We got plus 7 armor and plus 3.6 range attack speed. You can have the full ranger set to get that if you want, but this is going to apply for my staff, so I'm actually able to shoot faster now. The shaking that you hear is from the boss, and we actually found a new waypoint. So now we can teleport from here back to our base and then back over here, which is really cool. This is something they just added in the 1.0 update. So we're not prepared to fight that boss just yet. We're actually, we might do it here in a second. So another cool thing is now that we have a bunch of loot, we already have some stuff in here. You can hit this button in your chest to sort items, and you can click this button to quick stack by bringing everything from down here that is already in the chest up like that. So that's pretty cool. And then you can also hit this button to sort your inventory as well. So as you see, the wood is overflowing here. We want to get this out of our garden. We don't plant the root seeds in your garden. That was a big mistake and error on my part, but that is how you end up getting more wood. You just find a spot to plant your root seeds and make a little wood farm. Our food is already ready to harvest though. We can go through here, grab our glow tulips, our heartberries. And we're going to need this because we're about to go do the boss fight. Now we got some, I think these are heartberry seeds. Yeah, heartberry seeds are good for like health. So we're going to plant these. And go ahead and plant the rest of those. Bomb pepper seeds are really great as well. They're going to give us like increased speed. So let's go ahead and put those down. And then we have glow tulip seeds. Those are pretty good too. We'll go ahead and place those down. Let me get some more water. We'll water all this. Now, I would recommend you to go and prepare a little bit more. Explore more, get more stuff, get more copper. Get your copper, buy the copper anvil here, and upgrade to the copper set. So I can actually show you that, but we're actually going to go fight the boss because we played this game a little bit. We have a little bit of knowledge, and I want to show you how to do this. So the anvils, we're going to slap them down. And now we can craft a copper helmet. It's +8 max health. You can get the copper sword, which honestly, I think I'm going to grab actually. And then you can get a bow, and you have a raincoat. If you want to go the raincoat route, it's like the similar stats, but it gives you plus 25% reduced impact of slowed movement from slime. So you can wear that if you want. We don't have any pants yet, so if we wanted to craft that, we would need some more slime and some more copper bars. What I am going to do is go and reinforce my gear. So we're going to reinforce... Oh, we need some more copper. So let's smelt some stuff here. We got one more there. To reinforce this, we need 2 copper bars. There we go. It took no time. And then we're going to reinforce our sword. You can also reinforce your gear as well. So if I wanted to reinforce this, it's going to take 3 fiber, which I have. You can grow fiber, and then 2 copper for that. And you cannot reinforce that ring. So what we're going to do is go fight the boss, because it's going to be fun. And I think we're somewhat prepared for this boss. We're going to teleport back over here and see how we go. The problem with this boss is it's slowing you down, and it's a large boss. So we do have some food. We want to make sure our food is maxed. Let's go and eat that. And then eat another one, so we're maxed out. We're going to summon our minion. And wish me luck. Here we go. Let's get... As you see, he does go pretty fast, but our minion is helping us. You just have to keep moving. Hopefully this slime doesn't bother you too much. We're doing okay, though. We didn't make any health potions, so we're going to have to rely on some food. You can also use him to, like, mine the walls for you a little bit. Now, once you get him down health a little bit, he is going to go into a enraged mode, so he's going to be a lot faster. All right, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We might need to eat some food, get our minion back out. And there we go. He's enraged. So he's very angry now. Oh, we're almost dead. We're almost dead. We got it, though. I have full faith in us. Woo! We got him, just barely. We almost died. But that's why you want to prepare a little bit more. All right. So now a merchant spawned out of there. He's a good guy. You can take him back to your base. But first, let's see what loot we got. We got a level 3 ranger hood. We got a level 5 melting crystal ring, which is going to give us a plus 5% dodge chance. And if you have 2 of them, it's going to increase your physical range damage. We got some slime, and we got our first little artifact. And then also the slime oil. Make sure you take that and take the chest here. So I'm going to show you what to do. This guy, just leave him here. We're going to go back to our base. Alrighty. Before we do anything else, we're going to put that artifact up here. So that was the first boss in the game. And where is it? This thing right here, Glurch Eye. It's going to power up the core a little bit. There's still 2 more slots. And now we have access to Gorm the Devourer's scanner. This is going to help us find this boss over here, the second boss. We also have the Malugaz, the corrupted scanner. This is going to help us find where that boss is located. And then you can craft the slime sword if you want. It's a level 6 item. It's pretty dang good. I do want to craft the scanner. So we need 3 mechanical parts and 3 ancient gemstones. We've actually found those while exploring. So here's ancient gemstones and here's mechanical parts. So thankfully we already found some. We're going to craft that. And we're going to access the scanner. So here's what our map looks like. This is everything we've uncovered. We're going to go ahead and scan. And now Gorm the Devourer has been found. Now let me explain really quickly what Gorm does. As you see, he is moving. He is a giant like worm. What he does is he goes in a circle around the map. He will always go around the circle around the map. So the radius from me to him, that's as far out as he's going to be. You don't really have to worry about him right now. He's always going to be there now that we've scanned him. He's just going to constantly make a circle. He's not going to come destroy your base or anything like that. And I will, in a part 2, I'll have a guide showing you how to defeat him. He is a he's pretty easy, but he's much tougher than the one we just fought. So you do want to prepare. And then, of course, you have this boss. Do not take this boss on until you defeat Gorm the Devourer. So we would need 2 more mechanical parts to get that. You can get those just like exploring, breaking those little stone pots and stuff that we had. So you do want to do that so you can see where he is. Now, another thing I want to explain is how this game works. There's different biomes, you know. We had the meadow over here and dirt. That's in the first area. So this would all be like dirt and meadow. And then later on, you're going to get like the hive area. And then you're also going to get the stone area. And then outside of that, you're going to keep expanding. This game, I know it looks like it might not be big. There's only 3 bosses here. Let me tell you, you could probably put at least 300 hours in this game before you even like scratch the surface of this game when it comes to like having all collectibles and stuff. In terms of actual defeating all the bosses while you're new and just having tons of fun, you definitely easily can get 300 hours in this game. I mean, there's so much to do. There's so many bosses. It is huge. It's a very, very massive game. So yeah, it's just all about progressing. That's pretty much how this game ends up working. And then after that, you just want to keep progressing over here. You want to make the 10 workbench as soon as you can, which I will show you how to go get 10 real quick. So let me put that other ring on. Even though it's not the best ring, it's still something, you know. We have 2 slots here, so we might as well. Let's go up to our chest and sort everything up there. We actually need to craft another chest real quick. I'm just going to place it in front of this. And we'll stick everything in there. Hopefully we get a pet soon. Once you get a pet, it's going to help you a lot too. And we have this large chest here. So we can place the chest down. We're going to put the large chest right here. And I'm going to show you how to get that little merchant guy. So what you want to do is make a room for him. You can pick any spot. I'm going to dig out a little area. Let me get some torches. I'm going to dig out a little area real quick to get the merchant. So we're going to break this. Let me get some torches up here. And make a decent sized room, because this is where he's going to live in. So we're going to do about like this big. I might actually go a little bit bigger, actually. Let me break these. And you can decorate this however you want, obviously. Let's go up 1 more. Actually, we'll go up 2 more. There we go. So make sure the room is fully enclosed. And then we want a door. Let's get some torches in here, get some light. And then go make a door. So back here at the workbench, you'll be able to get a door. We need a bed too. So the bed is right here. We need fiber. We don't have any fiber. Do we have any seeds? Fiber seeds. We got root. We got glow tulip. And we have 2 fiber on us. We don't have any fiber or seeds, so we're going to have to go out and explore a little bit more. So let's go do that real quick. Let's get my chest out. And we'll place everything in here. So yeah, let's go explore. We can teleport or we can keep going down here. I'm going to teleport out here a little bit. See if we can find any interesting scenes. So scenes are just areas that have unique like loot and stuff. So if we're lucky, we can find something like that. If you ever come across a bunch of wooden crates, they have a pretty good chance at dropping some fiber. So we didn't get any, but we did just get a lively egg. So what's great about that is that's our first companion. We can now get a pet to help us fight, and you can level him up and he gets more skills and more perks and stuff. Let's see, we found a giant boulder here. This, if you put some drills on it, it's going to give you pretty much like unlimited copper. I mean, it'll stop after a long time, but it'll pretty much give you non-stop copper. We're actually getting out pretty dang far, and we should end up getting some really good stuff. Let's see, what do we get here? We got a rusty dagger. It's a new weapon. It's not the best, so we're just going to keep moving on. Let's see what else we can find. Now, as you see, my screen is dark a lot. I have to use some torches. I really recommend that you get a lantern here. So we could have crafted that back there, just so you always have something around you. Let's see. We're moving on to the next biome as well. So this is going to have different mob types and a larger difficulty. To get over there, you may end up needing to make either bridges, or you can use your walls to create ground. So we can use that to get over to this side. And we found the Forgotten Ruins. Now, this little slime trail here, This is Gorm the Devourer. That is where that boss is. He actually just passed us, so he's going to go around here. This is what his path looks like. So if you wanted to, you could just stand here and wait for him to go around the whole map, and he will end up running into you, and you can fight him. So we have a new ore here, which is 10. I can use my copper pickaxe to break it. And we already got iron before, but that's iron. So that is a step ahead of what we were wanting to do. That is, it goes copper, tin, and then iron. So we actually found some. Now that we have a copper axe, we can get and break. But again, this is a much higher tiered area. You most likely want to do the clay area first instead of this. So now that we know this side is the stone biome, the clay area is probably going to be on the other side of the map. So you could progress if you think you're skilled enough, or you could go back over here and start working on that. It is really nice to get a head start though and get some of this iron. It just takes longer to end up breaking. And again, we have a reinforced pickaxe and we have that ring, so it allows our mining to be a little bit higher. We got a figurine. These are just collectibles. These are like the equivalent of plushies in games like a Palia and shinies and Pokemon. You know, it's just something that you really want to collect. We got a ranged weapon, so we can actually take out some of these cavelings here. We have this guy. He's the weakest of all of them, but as you see, he has a lot of health. We're out of mana. It'll recharge. And then you have the brute over here. So he dropped fiber for us. That's actually what we were out here looking for. But there's a gap. They can't really get to us. I mean, he can right here. Let's see if we can defeat this and kind of cheese the system a little bit. He is not even coming over here. Don't let this fool you. The mobs are actually pretty smart. He did a ton of damage to us, so we want to stay out of his range. Let's see if we can defeat him. He moves pretty quickly. This is why I say you may not be ready for this biome just yet. So I do want to go back here and see if we can get these guys, because they might drop something really good for us. That little guy, though, he's tough, though, because he did end up almost killing us. So just keep your distance from him. Oh, gosh. If we did not have this little mana bat, we probably would be in some trouble. All right, we got this. Come on. Come on, big guy. This is so awesome that he's just standing here, though. This makes our life so much easier. The shaman here, they will light you on fire. Do not play with them up close. All right, come on. All right, let's get out of the way. Mana bat doing this job, kind of. Dang, how? There we go. He dropped some wood and some copper, so nothing too crazy. All right. This little guy, this guy does not want to die. Dodge it. Oh, Gorm is coming. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. We may be dead. Woo! That was Gorm the Devourer. Please. Oh, he lit us on fire. We're dead. We're dead. He lit us on fire. I forgot. If you get hit by that fire, you're going to stay on fire for a little bit. And we did not have any health potions. So now that we died, we're going to have to go all the way back. We can run, we can teleport to close the distance a little bit and then run back over here. So you just have to go and collect your loot again. So we're going to teleport over here and I'm going to go through the path that I just went to end up getting it back. When you die, you keep everything in your hotbar. You just end up losing what was in your inventory. So we do want to go get our stuff back because that's some pretty important stuff. Oh, well, on the way back, I found a bunch of wooden crates. So this might give me some more fiber too. Let's see what we get. Use my sword up close. The sword does quite a bit of damage. We got 3 fiber out of that. We got some other decent stuff as well. All right, so just as we suspected, we are not ready for this biome just yet. So we're gonna go ahead and take all of our stuff. Looks like we're over full. You can keep the tombstone just for a counter to see how many times you ended up dying in the game. You can use it to decorate. I'm gonna get rid of it and delete it. Let's see, what else can I delete? We're up to 4 of that. The peasant hat isn't really much use to me anymore. Honestly, the caveling bread is pretty good. The dagger's not bad. I might get rid of that slime. We want to make sure we get the lively egg for sure. Get rid of some walls. And now we're good. So let's go ahead and head back. You can, if you want to be super stealthy, try and make your way in the more advanced biome and see if you can find any jars to break or any little secret areas and stuff if you want, but we're just gonna head back. So the thing about Core Keeper is learning and adapting to things. So we've run into like 2 issues here since we went out exploring that round. One, we need to craft a lantern. And there's so much to do in this game that I think you really need to break it down like that. So we need to craft a lantern. Let's do that next. So let's see, where do we even craft the lantern at? It's right here. It's going to take 3 copper bars and 3 slime. You should have slime already. Let's see. No, I will have to go grab some. Let's go ahead and put our copper in here and start smelting that. And let me go get my slime, which I didn't pick up. Oh, it's in this chest here. Never mind. We got 39 of it. So let's go ahead and get these copper bars. They won't take very long. That's 1 of them already. We need 2 more. And then while I'm waiting, I'm going to sort this stuff into my chest. So we have some space. We'll do that. And we'll do that. Okay, there we go. So we have all of our stuff. And let's craft the lantern. And place it on. So now I don't have to carry a torch with me at all times. I have a little bit of light when I'm going into like these dark areas like this. So that's going to make exploring so much easier. We probably should have got that done a lot sooner. Now my next issue is I have the egg, right? The lively egg. So I want to craft the incubator. We need 8 copper bars. We know how to get that. And 8 glass pieces. So to get glass, we need 5 copper bars. So let's go ahead and just smelt all of our copper. There we go. We got 5. Now we can go ahead and get the glass furnace and place this down. I'm just going to slap it here. And we can put some stuff in there. So I think it takes sand. Let me see if we got any sand walls. We do. We have 10 right here. So that should work. Yeah, there we go. So now we can make some glass pieces. Well, take the sand walls. Sand walls are like all throughout the dirt biome. While we're waiting for that, we can go ahead and get our garden. Go ahead and grab all these crops. It's increasing our gardening rank. We haven't looked at our skills in a minute, so we should probably look at those, honestly. Let's see. We're up to 12 points. So we can apply another point here if you wanted to increase that, or we could have went down here. So the next one would be either plus 3% chance to gain an additional ore from walls containing ores. I definitely recommend getting that. And then this one is gain plus 2 durability on your tools when breaking walls. That one is just so you don't have to repair as much. It actually will help you with your durability. But since we're so early in the game, I would recommend getting this one. And you get ancient coins and you can reset these later on in the game, so you don't have to worry about messing up. We have some running skills, so we're going to buy the first one, plus 5% less food drained when running. And then let's choose. Do we want plus 5 dodge chance after standing still? I don't stand still too often in a fight, so I might not go this route. But if I go this route, I might not be able to get this one over here. So this one is plus 2% movement speed after running consistently. Yes, we definitely would need that one. Oh, it looks like we're going to have to upgrade this one before we can move down over here. Okay. So it looks like we're going to have to max this out and then we can choose to go down. Okay, so our furnace should have all of our glass smelted by now. We needed 8. There we go. Perfect amount. Now we can start hatching our eggs. So the eggs, there are multiple pets within the game, and they're just random drops, like from all kinds of stuff. We got lucky and found one already. So our lively egg, I'm going to put it in the incubator here. It's going to take a while, but we need a power source. See, it has an energy sign here. So we need a power source first. And let's see if we can make one just yet. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to until we craft the electronics table, which is 8 wood and 8 copper bars. And then let's see what it takes for that. So we'll slap this down right there. And then we need the electric generator. So it's 10 copper bars. So we can craft that as well. And that'll get that thing going. So we got 2. We need a little bit more copper. We're going to have to go grind some more. And we'll just slap it down there. We still need to get our merchant as well. So to be able to do that, we need to make a bed. And it's going to take the fiber, which we can get out of here. Let's see, we got some copper right there. Iron, we could start smelting if we wanted to. Here's our fiber. And then we have a bed. And we also need to make a door real quick. So the door is right here. And we're going to place it down. So a door goes there. And then bed right here. And then if you remember that little idol that we ended up getting from the merchant in the chest, this right here, the slime oil, you just want to place that in the room. We're going to place it down here, shut the door, and then leave render distance. So for us, we could just go teleport, or you could run far away. We're going to teleport to this area, teleport back, and our merchant should actually be there, and you can keep him there. So now we're going to teleport back, and he should have spawned. All right, let's see if he's in there. Did we make the room big enough? We did. All right, so we can do that. And let's talk to him. So he sells a egg. If you didn't find one during your travels, you could buy one here for 375 ancient coins. These coins you get from exploring as well. You could buy scrap parts. You could buy fiber. So instead of us going and tracking down some, we could have exchanged ancient coins. And then you can get copper ore too. And there's multiple merchants within the game, so this will not be your only merchant you can get. As you expand, you'll have a full base with probably around 5+ merchants in the game. So I was breaking these crates just south of my base a little bit, and we came across multiple eggs right here. So we got another lively egg and another one. I found two. I'm literally just south of my base. So you can break that stuff and get those. We got little wooden crates here. Another witch hat. I need to make some more space, but you really just need the one companion for that type. So the lively egg, which I think is the bird, we really don't need a bunch of them, so I could just put them away for now. All right, we found a nice little scene down here. I haven't checked to see the loot, but again, if you're using my seed, it's just south of this waypoint right here. So here was the base, and it's in this giant pond area. So let's see what we have. We got an iron fishing rod. So yeah, you don't have to craft that. We got a valuable. This is just a little collectible. You could take the chest if you want. We can break this. Nothing in there, so super unlucky. Got a nice little fishing area. You can fish anywhere. There's little fishing areas here. I could quickly show you how to use it. You want to put the fishing rod like right here, and you can just fish. They did switch up the mini game to do it, so let me see if it's different. All right, we got Rockjaw, so I think that's just a fish. Okay, so yeah, they switched up fishing quite a bit over here. I'm just right-clicking on my mouse. It used to have a mini game, which you may be able to change in the settings, but this is much easier and much more, it's like a lot faster than it used to be, so I actually really like this. Wow, we're getting fished like crazy. Okay, sorry, this is my first time fishing during 1.0. And we're getting all kinds of stuff. We're actually getting really lucky. And the fish you can use to cook with and give you some really strong buffs. So fishing is definitely worth it. Got a piece of copper ore there. Cave guppy. And then the little fishing spot is gone now. So you could just fish regularly here if you want and still get some stuff. But I think these little fishing spots have a better, like, higher increased chance of getting some good stuff. Let's go in and fish this spot for a little bit. Rockjaw again, that's just a fish. Here's what we've got so far. So they do give you little things. We haven't got anything too rare yet. Now you can get exclusive like gear, okay? You know, like a diving helmet and stuff from fishing. You can also have a potential of getting like accessories, rings, and things like that. So fishing is definitely worth doing beyond just getting fish for food. You might get some really good gear that's going to help you out a lot. Now, I think I have found the clay caves. I think I'm about to enter it. Looks like a biome change over here. Oh, a different enemy type too. This guy looks kind of tough. We better get our bat out. And I'm going to use melee for this guy. Woo! All right, so be careful. You just never know what kind of enemy types are going to be out here. And again, we probably should have like food and potions and stuff. I don't really have anything, so this is not a good idea to be out here. There we go, the clay caves. This is like the second zone you should uncover. So for me, it was down south. We have the rock area up here, and then the core is down south. So all of this looks like it's going to be clay. So enemies are going to be tougher. The wall, as you see, the clay blocks are harder to mine through. So we do want to reinforce our copper pickaxe and possibly upgrade. So now we should be able to get 10. Yeah, this is going to be 10 ore, which we actually need. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest this up. It looks like I'm in a pretty safe area. So I'm going to get this 10 here, this 10, and this 10, and we're going to head back to our base. Oh, wow. On my way back, I found another cool little area here. Hold up. Let's see what we got. Let's put some walls down. We got an enraged potion. That's pretty good. Let's see. I can get rid of the root seed. I'm going to grab that. We got a crossbow. It looks like iron maybe. No, it's just a wood crossbow. I'm going to leave that. We need to upgrade our backpack. That needs to be the next thing. And then caveling hood. It's plus 15 max health. I think that might be better than what I have. So we're going to get rid of this green kelp I got from fishing. It's not too important. Let's see, anything good here? It's just seeds. Yeah, nothing too great here. But again, you just never know what you're going to stumble across. All right, let's keep making our way back to the base. All right, so food has been a major issue for us, and we also need to repair. So I'm going to go down here. Let's reinforce and repair. And honestly, I'll do it for my armor as well. And food, like I said, it's been an issue, so let's go ahead and cook some stuff. We're going to throw these fish in there that we got. We'll do the orange cave guppy and the blue cave guppy. We could also do the rock jaw in here, but this should create a pretty interesting dish. So we're going to take a look at this. And again, it doesn't really matter the combinations. Later on, you can worry about it. But like this one's really cool. So it gives us health every second for 20 seconds. Increases our food. But it also gives us plus 8 for mining damage for 10 minutes. And plus 13 magic barrier for 13 minutes. For 10 minutes. So let's go and eat that. Let's get our food up. There we go. We want to eat a little bit more because we're still not maxed out yet. There we go. Let's eat that. And adding like multiple cooking pots is not a bad idea either. We're almost out of the blue cave guppy, so I'm going to put this rock jaw in there, and that's going to help us out too. But it will not do another one until you remove this. So make sure you remove the food, and then we're going to craft something else. So we're still needing this little generator there, right? Let's get some copper going. We got 36 copper here. Let's see if we have enough to actually make the generator. It's over here at the electric bench. And we're close. We need 10 bars. We're almost there. We got 4 right here. So as soon as this is done, we'll be good to go. That's 5. Luckily, copper takes no time at all to smelt. And you can, of course, make another one as well, because it's pretty cheap to make. So we can make another furnace. It's literally just some dirt blocks. So you could have 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever. We can split that stack here and then do that. And make another one and another one if you want, just to make this a lot faster, which I do recommend getting at least 2. You could also do a third one so you can have some tin smelting at the same time. This will be our last one. Let's go and grab it. And now I'm going to switch all my copper to 1. That way we can actually end up getting some tin. So there we go. You can do tin and iron bars in here. Get our generator going. Having this companion is our pet is going to help you out tremendously. Put it next to it and voila, you're just gonna have to wait for it to slowly finish. You'll get a cracked egg, put it in your inventory, and then we'll go ahead and hatch it. So this is really cool. It is going to take a very, very long time, probably like maybe an hour or so. I don't know the exact amount. It's a while, but it's not like a real life day or anything like that. All right, our tin is done. I think I got some more here. So now we're going to take that tin. We're going to craft something else now. What can we upgrade? We need a little bit of wood, and then we can end up crafting this. So let me see if I got some wood in my chest. There we go. I got 119. I actually need to put this stuff all together. I need to put chests by here. That way I don't have to have this stuff in my inventory. So now we got the tin workbench. And that's going to be even more upgrades. So we're going to slap that down. Now we can make a 10 tools, which is going to be better. So now I can trade out my copper pickaxes, 29 and 35. This will be 40 and 48. And I can also reinforce it. So how much is that going to take? Let's see. If I want to reinforce it, it's going to take 1 10 bar. I might have 1 left up here. Let's see. None in there. There we go. We got 1 left. All right. This is going to allow us to mine those clay caves walls much faster. So it's reinforced, and now it's 46 and 56 on physical damage, plus 95 for mining damage, which is absolutely huge. What else is at this tin bench? Next will be the iron workbench. It's going to take 10 bars and 15 iron. We know we get iron from the stone biome and then 10 from the clay biome. We can also make the tin anvil. We have a bait workbench. We got an alchemist table, so it's going to allow us to make potions. You have the automation table and then a music workbench. We also have a larger backpack, so we can make this backpack right here, which I do want because we're always running out of space. We're going to slap it right there, and we got some extra spaces. Whenever we end up making this one, which is 5 tin bars and 10 fiber, it's going to increase us to plus 10 slots. So that's kind of how the game works. You just keep progressing and progressing. You have all of this stuff, which is electrical wiring. That's some a little more advanced stuff. And your next goal is just to take on Gorm the Devourer. Let's see how our eggs doing. Eggs not doing too bad. So definitely like maybe less than half an hour, actually. I don't think it's going to take too long for that. Let's see. Let's get some more food. We could split that, do heartberries and heartberries. Pickaxe. You could keep the copper pickaxe if you want. You can also deconstruct it. Let's see what we get. So we're going to salvage it. We got some wood parts. We got some copper bars. So salvaging it definitely seemed to be worth it, actually. And that's pretty much it for the first video. So just keep exploring. We got a lot done in the first video. If you guys want to see a part 2, let me know down below. But yeah, clay caves would be your next goal. So come down here, start exploring that stuff, and just keep working your way. Once you get advanced enough in here and you're ready to take on the stone biome, do that. And then you'll move on to the Azios wilderness and so on and so forth. You also want to take on Gorm the Devourer, and you can fight him whenever you get up a little bit more. One method that people used to use way back in the day was getting a bunch of spike traps. These are wooden ones, so I wouldn't recommend those. But you could get a bunch of spike traps and place them down in front of Gorm. So like over here in the path, you can put a bunch of spike traps. That way when he goes over it, he takes tons of damage, and then you can start attacking him. So that's one method. But yeah, if you guys want to see a part 2, let me know. But I think this is a good guide to get you started and just get your footing on how the game works. We went over pretty much a lot of stuff. Don't forget to check on your skill points when you get a chance. So we have like an extra point for mining I can put in. We got an extra point for running. We're up to 21, and once we finish that one and get 5 points in here, then we can move on and just keep progressing downwards. And yeah, that's about it. Later on, whenever you defeat some other bosses, you'll get another tab here, which will give you like their power. So you like take the souls of the boss and you end up getting powers, and it's going to help you a lot in your fight. Again, the companion, the pet, whenever you end up hatching this and you get your pet going, he will go in this slot here, and he will always be out. Unlike this mana bat that's only out for 30 seconds, your companion will always be here, and you'll have a little tab here to level him up and get his skills and feed him some stuff. So that's it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.